What is going on, guys? It's Conveyor here, coming at you with another Planet Nomads video. I kind of figured that we would just build off of where we started in the last episode. So basically that beginner's guide I'm going to use as a episode 1 for our Let's Play. So we're going to go right back into it. And one thing I didn't do earlier was I didn't turn on the navigation for the beacon. But with navigation on, you can look on your little top bar here. You can see there's an A, and that marks where it is. So now I'll know wherever I am in the map, I'll know where my little base is. Right off the bat, I'm just going to sleep, just so that we can get back to some daytime. Alright, let's get on out. Alright. We're gonna gather this, get that fruit. Get as much biomass as we can. It's just good to have. I'm gonna reload our weapon as well so we can get through this a little bit quicker. Nobody likes watching somebody chop down a tree for 5 hours, so. Alright, there we go. And I know we're also going to need some more stone. I'm not entirely sure where to get those from because we kind of explored the local area a good amount. I might start digging underground to find some veins because since we back up to a lake, it's mostly just going to be one direction that we get our resources from. All right. I think I saw one over here. Yep, there we go. Alright, let's grab this. There we go. It's quick, easy, and painless. Nice, this one's also a good rock. Here we go. I usually find a ton of silicon, but I don't really have that much to do with it. There's not that much you can build with silicon. I'm more pressed for iron, because you use iron for a lot more than you do silicon. I've also tried killing things, and the first thing I tried killing were like these small little jumping, those small little jumping animals, and let me tell you, they are a pain in the ass because they're just jumping the entire time, and you have to be constantly hitting them. So like maybe an animal like this we might be able to kill, but one like his, or one like those jumping ones, you definitely cannot kill. Oh shit. Alright, we got that kill. I'm not sure if it was supposed to be that easy, but it was. Okay, we're gonna get out of here because I think they're starting to run after me. Yeah, they're coming for me. But it's good we at least got one kill. We got some meat from that. And the meat heals up a lot of hunger.
You are in
Speaking of which, I'm gonna drink and eat some nutrition tablets so that we can make sure we are well fed. Let's go over here and check this out. Actually, let me look at my inventory. So, yeah, we're getting pretty full on items. Definitely don't need more silicon. But if I could find an iron ore, I will definitely take that. Yeah, I'm just dropping the silicon. Yeah. There we go. Iron. Looks like this is almost all silicon. Alright, we're pretty full. We're pretty good to go. We're gonna head back to our base here. And later on in the game, you'll be able to make a car and vehicles and stuff. And once you have vehicles, it kind of changes the whole thing, because you can just build your printers and all that kind of stuff directly on the car. So you'll be able to just drive around the land, and that's kind of where I guess the name comes from, the nomad part, because nomads are generally people that don't really have a set home and they'll just run around. They're travelers essentially, and I think that's the best way to go later on in the game, is to just have a car base and just have everything that you need right on the car, and then you can just go wherever you need to. Alright. And we're back to our base, which is looking pretty cramped, but it's not too bad. Not too bad. Alright. So we got 51 minutes. Let's add some more biomass into this. Let's just add all that. All that in there. We got 6 hours left on this, so we're good to go. I can put these all in here also. What is this? Is this a food and drink machine, or is this a printer? Okay, yeah, in this food and drink machine, we'll put in all the raw meat and get cooked meat at no cost. So the raw meat, you lose a lot of you gain a lot of toxicity, but if you cook it, it actually, or if you dry it, it reduces that a lot. So that's good. And let's go ahead and make a reinforced wall. Let's get a reinforced wall with door. Maybe even a window. All right. Okay, I don't have anything. So let's start making stuff. Let's see, what can we do here? 70, 70, 70. So this is filled up. Let's get 8 frames, 8 plates. And I think for a window you'll need glass. So I'll get 2 glass, and I think for a door you need electronics. No, you need mechanical parts. So I'll make 2 of those just in case I decide to make 2 doors. Alright, I can at least start framing it out now. So there's that, and I think I'll put a door right here. No, I need 2 frames for a door. Right. So we'll get a door right down there. And we're gonna expand our platform out a little bit. Let's go right there. And we need more frames. Frames are pretty important in this game. Alright. And once I add these other floor panels, I'm gonna rearrange all of these different items so that it's not so cramped right in the doorway. Let's see, we can build this wall, and looks like we unlocked ceiling panels and an item dispenser. There we go. We can't build the door because we don't have the mechanical parts yet, but those should be coming in soon. And we should be able to build this floor. Alright. So we're going to start off with a nice little tight 2x2 base. I think that's the standard way to do it. There we go. So now we got a door. And if you hook the door up to the electricity, connect this in here, then I think it'll automatically open and close. Yep. So from this angle, our base is looking pretty sweet. The rest of the angles, it's not looking as great, but we're getting started. We're on our way. Alright, here we go. Let's get some more too. Let's get another panel in here. Build it. All right. And I'm gonna make this one a windowed one. So there we go. And once again, I'm already low on frames, so I'm just gonna make 10 of each, just to be super solid. There we go. This one's got a window. We'll get another door in here. Perfect. And another wall. And honestly, this is not super important right at the beginning of the game. There's nothing that's going to come in and attack you. But it just feels nice to get some walls around your base, you know? It feels like you're a little more secure. But it's not necessary. It's not imperative. Alright, there we go. And we're going to connect this up too. Alright. There we go. So now we're taking a look at it, and that's looking good. This is looking nice. We'll have to fix it so we can better access it, but I think we don't have access to a ramp yet. Yep, we don't. So for now, we'll have to jack back into our base. Alright, I'm gonna move this because this is right in the way. There we go. And what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna connect these things up. So if you take a look at this 3D printer, right here there's a little circle. Same with the biomass generator, there's a little circle. And you can actually connect. There's also one here, which I can't access. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this stuff out. Oh, I can't. And I can't store it anywhere. Alright. I'm going to take this out. There we go. And I'm going to move it a little bit. So let's see, what was that, medium 3D printer? Here we go. Place it right down. Even just placing it like this where it's the other way, that'll help. So, alright. I lost my electronic parts somehow. Maybe I just didn't have enough space for them. Yeah, it looks like I just didn't have enough space for them. So let's just go make some electronic parts real quick from our emergency 3D printer. and I don't have enough carbon in there. And of course the game has to save now. Wow. Alright. So we'll take this. Well, we'll put this in. Take this out. I'm juggling things around because I really should have had been more prepared. But we're going to place 2 electronic components, craft those. What else did we need? 2 composite parts. Alright, craft those bad boys. While they're crafting, I'm going to make another container. Or a singular container. Right here, I think is the place to go. Alright. There we go. And now I can finally put stuff away so I can at least grab our composite parts. There we go. And I can finish making the 3D printer again. And that was kind of a hassle just to do that, but connect it up. But what I was doing that for was so that we can have this container directly hooked up to this printer. So essentially what these circles are little ports for the conveyor system in the game, which basically you can connect containers and devices and everything with conveyors. And they're in the build menu over here. Oh, it looks like I haven't even unlocked them. I have to build a stasis chamber. Alright, how do I build a stasis chamber? Compact armory. How to build an armory? Build a ceiling panel. Alright. So I suppose I was getting a little ahead of myself, and I'll explain the conveyor system a little bit later. But let's just go ahead and slap on a ceiling here just so that we can at least get some different things unlocked. This is really challenging to place the ceiling correctly. I can never seem to get the right angle. Jesus Christ. Alright, there we go. Placed it down. Alright, we unlocked compact armory, jack tool, and indoor lights. So let's go ahead and place down an armory. And basically that's a big part of the game, is just continuously unlocking things by building other things. So looks like we're gonna need... Oh my gosh. I put out all my carbon out here. So I'm just gonna take everything out of the emergency 3D printer. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in here. Alright, so we needed 2 mechanical, let's see what it'd say. 2 of those and 3 electronics. So, alright, 2 and 3. Alright, while that is being done, let's just, for good measure, add 1 more row in here. Alright. Alright. Here we go. There we go. And now we got our parts. Take them out. And make ourselves... Nope. Looks like I used all the plates. It's never easy in this game. Ladies and gentlemen, it's never easy. Alright. There we go. Got the armory, and now I've unlocked a few things. Stasis chamber, beacon, and a med bay. And my biogenerator is starting to fill up. Eventually, once I get... If I put down a stasis chamber, I'll need a new biogenerator, because that will be full. And as you can see, I'm tired, so I'm going to go ahead and head over to my... Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a new stasis chamber so we can just christen it by sleeping in it. So let's go ahead and add that in here. Let's place her down right here. Or I can place her right like this. Let's do that. Alright, I need 2 frames, 3 plates, 2 electronics, and 1 mechanical part. 1 mechanical part,
Nutrition level dropping.
2 frames, 3 plates, and I think it was 2 electronics. I did that in strange order, but whatever. Alright, so we used our nutrition, we used our drink, and soon we will sleep in our new stasis chamber. I'm also going to put down another beacon, just so we can get a little bit more light going in here. Just gonna slap it down right there. Oh, I don't even have a frame. All right. Here we go. Here's our stasis chamber. Now we've got conveyor belts, or conveyors. And let me make 1 plate, 1 electronic. And for conveyors, we will need... Actually, just the L section is all that we need. Those are not cheap. We need... Total, we'll need 2 frames, 2 plates, and 4 mechanical parts. So 2 frames, 2 plates, and 4 of these bad boys. I don't know if we'll be able to afford the amount of iron that they cost. Let's find out. But we will be able to make our beacon, so now we have more light going on. We are good to go as far as light is concerned. Pretty well lit. And while that's printing out, let's just hop in the stasis chamber, go to bed real quick.
You are well rested.
Our stamina's going up, everything else is going down, but now it's what looks like it's going to be the morning, and everything else that was printing finished, which is a nice feature of going to sleep, is that anything that was printing most likely would be finished. So, alright, now let's go back to the conveyor system, and then after we set that up, I'll end the video. But basically what the conveyor system does is it connects containers with different devices throughout your base, and depending on the device, it might be compatible with conveyors and it might not. See, if I try to put a conveyor on anywhere that has a port, it will be green, but if I put it somewhere else, it won't. So, what they do is they connect the container with the device, and that allows the device to pull directly from the container if it requires the resources. It does not push the made items from the device into the container, but it does pull items that it needs from the container. So, if you're printing something, you can put the raw resources in the container and then print with it, but the finished products will not go into the container. They stay in the printer. So I'm going to set one up right now just to give you guys a quick little example. And basically that's all you do. So I went from this chamber, or this container into this device, and I don't have parts, but how many do I need? 2? Alright. Let's make these real quick. These plates. Alright. There's one section of the container of the conveyor, and here is the other section. Alright, so now this container is connected to this device, this 3D printer. So now if I take out all of this, if I just put it directly into the container, so if I put all these resources directly into the container, the 3D printer is empty, but it still lets me craft things. See, it still says there's iron and carbon. These aren't red. If they were red, it would say that there's none in the inventory. So I can go ahead and still craft these even with nothing in the printer inventory because it's connected to this container, which proves to be really helpful. And when you connect them, you are then able to see the printer inventory directly in the container. So I don't even have to pull things out of the printer. I can just go into this container and I'll see them all here, which is a pretty cool feature. But yeah, that's basically it for this episode. I got some walls up, expanded the base, got a little light, got a new stasis chamber so we can sleep in the base, and we added a conveyor system so we can a little bit automate our creations. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for another episode of this video.